It's an interesting affair between two clubs who've played each other twice already this year in a friendly. And in the middle league, with those two sides sliding in favor of the defending champions, Epiphany FC, who are out here hunting for the third trophy this season. They've been a big team, I must say. They've won Zone 1, champions of the middle league. And here they are again, searching for the third. Well, it's an impeccable season for Coach Tamumu Adams and his team. Just 2 years and 189 days old. And already they are forced to reckon with. Simply put, watch out, ye Premier League clubs. My name is Victor Kwao, and I'll be joined later on by Nafisa Fatal. And these are the referees who will be in charge of this game. Julian Ante, Class 1 referee, will be the lady to handle officiating into this game. Assistant line 1 will be Comfort Anyigba. Well, so in terms of how these teams are lining up, Epiphany FC, of course, they've got Anan Mata in goal posts, back 4 of Elizabeth Anyinawa, Amedu Janet, Cynthia J, Bra Patience, and of course on top will be Dinah Abu, a lad who's been very quality. And here's the coach, Tamuma Adams. He's been a real coach, played for RTU in his days together with a legend, Abedi Pele. And it's Halifax Queens on your screens at the moment. Of course, they've got Sonia Kobina in goal post. And a back 4, Poki Amelisen, Suleiman Arael, pairing with Mohamed Salamatu at the centre-back position. And there's the coach, the man, Evans Kwanzaa, former player of Medium IC. As we get ready to put this game, well, there's the captain, Gifty Achampon. Talk about her. What a street player she's been. Scored last year in a Champions of Champions final against Jonina Ladies, and here she is again. She's been a lot to actually keep an eye on. And I'll tell you a lot about them, I must say, as they pose for the camera. So those are the referees for you. As this team will be reciting their prayers, because they know it's just a very difficult task playing against Epiphany FC, who in their lifetime has been falling just 3 times. Beaten by Army Ladies twice and Jonina Ladies themselves in last year's Middle League. And since then, they've not looked back. I've been joined by Nafisa Fatal. We'll be letting her in soon. Talking about some of these ladies, especially the captain. She's been such a stalwart for her side. They've also got Faustina Nyami Edu, formerly of Azakes Ladies, in their setup as well. Joyce Yebwa, and she'll be a deadly attacker. But here's Epiphany FC, the team of the moment. They finished 3rd in the first Division 1 Women's League, whilst this team, Halifax Queens, on the road have finished as runners-up for 3 seasons. Well, here comes Nafisa. Nafisa, it's a big match.
It's a big match, and it's a champion of champions for these 2 prestigious teams here at Accra Sports Stadium. Is the GAFA Women's Division 1, and they'll be fighting for this honor. As Epiphany Warriors will be looking out for treble, and then Halifax will be looking out for a double. So this time around is another cage encounter. Defending champions, Epiphany Warriors, are in for a job. Let's see how they defend it.
Well, match day 1 in the Middle League in Sogakope. The Wafa Park of yours ended in favor of Epiphany FC. So there we go for the first 45 minutes. It's a big kickoff here at Accra Sports Stadium. with Epiphany already in possession of the ball. Clouded in their favorite orange and black down against Halifax Queens, who are in their favorite green outfit. Oh, the first player is down on the turf and she must be in some big trouble. With just 33 seconds cleared already on the clock. And it must be a worried circumstance for Halifax Queens, especially for their bench. When you have your big player going on to the turf, that must be Kumsin. And she'll be attended to, as we hope to is rather Dukurita in a 3 sets. Oh, she's been deployed at the left-hand side. But here comes a lovely ball floated into the area, and we need a palm to keep that one out of her post. Mata Anand.
Very good goalkeeper, who has played an instrumental role in bringing this team this far. No wonder she has to parry this one. It was a dangerous one, a tricky one indeed.
Well, Mata Anand has been a former shot-stopper for the national under-17 side as well as the under-20 side, the Black Princesses. Best goalkeeper in the middle league. And she kept 4 clean sheets at Sogakope, so tells you of her quality. But here comes the corner kick. That was a real textbook header.
And this wasn't trouble Anand at all, because she is an experienced one. At Sogakope, she conceded only a goal. That was for Man Royal, who invested that 1 goal just to make sure they just mess up her clean sheets, or the 4 clean sheets that she has.
Oh, she must be quality indeed. And I'm sure lots of Premier League watches now playing the Premier League, but here they come. Epiphany managed to work their way out of danger. Ameudo, classic. Here she comes again. Ameudo. Oh, she's got Elizabeth Anyigba just close by, but she couldn't hit it to her. That was quite a very slick tackle, and a throwing at free kick advantage to Epiphany FC.
Both teams are just warming themselves up in the 2 minutes gone or 3 minutes into the first half, and they are enjoying their games. Already they have qualified to the top flights of the Women's Premier League, and we will be seeing them next season adding on to the Malta Guinness Women's Premier League Southern Zone.
7 clubs for the Greater Accra region. And it tells you it's a big feat as far as women's football is concerned.
Have soccer intellectuals, lady strikers and hazardous ladies are only the teams outside Accra. The 7 remaining are Greater Accra teams.
Oh, Selma side looking for a captain, give to a champion, couldn't find her, but find Dainabu, who is also a fabricator as well.
Don't forget that Champion was the one who scored that only goal against Donina to lift their first trophy last season, and she's in for the job as well.
Oh, certainly. Precious Nyaku dipped in. She couldn't really, but that's the stage within the box. Salma side goes 1, 2, 3. Traffic of green sets, and it's cleared away. It stays Dawa. But again, Halifax Queens, we need something special from Faustina Edu to clear that one away. But here comes the shot, and it's way off the mark, making their intentions felt in this game.
Epiphany just need to calm themselves down, because they are creating the chances. They just need a little bit of seconds just to give an accurate passes. They are doing quite well in the very first half.
Well, the obvious favourites on paper. Huge favourites as far as the Gaffer League is concerned. Halifax Queens now determine the pace of the game, stringing passes together. And they won for themselves. A free kick with Nyaku being a corporate. Just very close to the halfway line.
Having a bit of experience. they have come a long way.
Oh, talk about them. They've been a Premier League club before until they decide to give it to different managements who've now turned into Berry Ladies.
And now this is a new Halifax for you, not the recent or old Halifax we used to know when they played against Police Ladies and the likes of Immigration.
Beating Azakis those days. There's a new setup with new crop of players who've stayed together for quite a while. As Epiphany, who will have to string passes halfway in Halifax Queens half. Precious Nyako was looking to pick the lady in the 18 shed but couldn't reach her. As Halifax Queens brief away to the right hand side. Here comes the hot chase. Oh my goodness, she couldn't really guide it well. AJ Cynthia, formerly of Police Ladies.
Because they have a bit of experienced players dropping into the divisions to help and push them. Recently they had Sonia Nora in their mix. I think she has left the shores of Ghana. That's why we are not seeing her today. She would have been another adapt.
Here it comes onto the roof of the net. Lovely ball. Oh, you were just talking about the experience they've got in their setup, and that shot or that venom was released.
Very perfect. You can see they have a game plan. They sit deep and then they go on the counter attack, but they have this kind of long drives. They know what is at stake getting into the 18-yard box. They're trying to give that long drive outside the box to guess the surprise of the goalkeeper, Anand. But it seems it will take a while to do because an experience of Cynthia and Mata Anand wouldn't have to be worried about. Recently, they beat them 3-0.
Certainly.
As Sugakope, so they'll be taking that kind of motivation into this. But you will have to be worried because they say they have a surprise for Epiphany today.
Well, let's see the surprise they've got under their sleeves. But here they'll come clutching into each other.
Communication.
Nyame gets this one away to the left-hand side. I'll still look to attack, but it's been hotted again from Pripra. And finally, there'll be a welcome goal kick for Sonia Kobina, who was yet to be tested between her two sticks. And obviously, the Premier League teams will be watching this fixture, at least giving them a fair idea of what these two teams will present in the Malta Guinness Women's Premier League. Halifax Queens, lovely push into the channel, but Mata Anand once again steps out with a huge clearance. An obvious foul.
Talking about Epiphany, they have a quite number of matches on this turf, and they should know this turf much better than Halifax. But it seems Halifax just want to take it to their doorsteps. They know what happened in Sugakope, and then they don't want to take chances at all this time. They are just probing, but it seems they'll have to get it right. Their passes, their strength, communication has to be right in here. They just can't be ballooning the balls up and down.
Well, also getting the first yellow card of this fixture, Rita Doku, as Epiphany kicks the free kick. It stopped halfway. So that's a confirmation of the yellow card for you, but here they come Epiphany. Great defending, and there'll be a corner kick to the home team in this match. It's Epiphany who are really exerting a lot of pressure on their opponent, piling so much pressure on them, seeing most of the ball. After less than 15 minutes played already in this game. And here they will have to come again, constructing something beautiful from the right-hand side. Can they get into the box? Yes, he gets into the box, looking dangerous. Gifting could not be found. Epiphany! Oh my goodness, what a shot there. And Sonia Nora is equal to the task. Second one, and it's way off the mark. Quality stuff there from Precious Nyaku.
This is the beauty of the game. When you are looking at the passes they were stringing together, just look at the powerful drive, and it was just saved by the goalkeeper. And another one just way wide. This is how dangerous Epiphany can be on the field when they are attacking. And it's just beautiful to see these ladies now coming up. And it's interesting at the Class 4 Stadium here. You will have to join us if you are home, or just watch at the Part 24, Channel 247, and you will love what the Gaffer Division Women's are just exploiting here.
Well, they were able to at least stay out of danger with that one, but it's not really over as they walk out of danger. But again, it's back to the team in the orange shirt. A lot of battles down the middle. Cynthia J finds Nyaku, and it's now onto the right hand side, where Jennifer Dawa is picked. Yeah, she lifts it for Dawa. And again, Halifax Queens will have to defend their lines, but this is quality football from the winners of Zone A. Nyaku lines up the shots, and it's coming from Ameudo Janet. Oh my goodness, Sonia Nora nearly causing a lot of havoc.
What a howler. She needs to be careful because you just can't take it for granted. It was a harmless shot, but this time around, goalkeeper has, sometimes you just have to understand goalkeepers, some of their judgments in the final third. Just uncalled for.
Well, just uncalled for, and game will resume. Salma Sai could not keep it. Halifax Queens only is trying to string passes together in their own half, which is a bit dangerous, as Halifax still managed to keep it. Danger spilling in the box, and it's being butchered by Pokia. Elizabeth Nyaku hit it onto her right hand side. So much power behind it, but Dawa keeps it. Ellis will have to drive into the middle, but here comes a lovely ball once again into the 18-yard, and it's been dealt with beautifully. Here comes the skip of the side, and that's a throwing advantage to the team in green.
So far so good. 14 minutes gone, and the most of it has been the champions, the defending champions, who are up to the task. They have come so close and taking the lead, but it took the brilliant save of Sonia Nora to defend their lines.
Here comes a free kick dropped, and it's being cleared again by Epiphany. Samusai. Elizabeth wins it, was looking for her captain, Giftier Champon, but she arrives a shed late. As it's back onto Samusai once again, who'll have to spill it onto the right hand side. Nyaku, lovely play now from Epiphany onto the left hand side. And that's a great interception from Yeboah Joyce.
Beautiful, well done. I mean, they are doing a great defensive work, but they still have to do it accurately well.
Gifty complaining, but referee have none of that. As Halifax Queens breaks away, this time around quite pacey. They want to do the job quite quickly. From Wahab Sidia to the most dangerous player on the field for them, finds the captain, Ejewa. And she's got some orange set to beat. And that's a poor play.
The attacking Ejewa has been left solely on top, and the gap between them and then Joyce, Esther, and then Sada too is a bit of a problem. They have to get their sleeves together, get closer. It leaves a big space between them and then their lead striker.
Well, here they come again from their own backyard, trying to regroup from the back. Elizabeth spills it into halfway in their own half. And it's back to goalkeeper Sonia Kobina. She finds a little pair on the left-hand side. Oh, lovely play from Halifax Queens. Now can she reach or hold on to the ball? There she holds it, decides to go for the shot, and it's side netted. That's a clever play. Not a bad idea. Was trying to beat goalkeeper Matanan on the break, but it's just too feasible.
Just after, as I said, the defense at the midfield and then the attacking Arrowhead is a bit wide. They just need to close the gap a bit, because this one around, if somebody was having running through, she could have laid off the pass instead of going for that tricky side netting.
But tell me, it's been a big 60 minutes so far. I'm sure you have been impressed by Epiphany FC.
I've been impressed by both teams. Just the Halifax, I'm just saying that their midfield is not really clicking with their lead striker, which is a Jewa. It's been a bit of that. They just need to have they are settling in too deep, so it just draw all of them to the back, and then it's difficult on the counter break. But Epiphany is just taking it just normal, and they know what they've got on their sleeve. The attack, when the attacking is that dangerous.
Well, talking about Epiphany in the Women's FA Cup, Giant Slayers beats soccer intellectuals at their backyard at the Jumaku Asasan Park, and also dealt with Joanina Ladies at the Antieku Park until they were stopped by Army Ladies, who's been the usual suspect, always stroking them anytime they meet.
And that was the eventual winner, so you can say they lost to the better side, because if you are being stopped by a team and eventually they win the FA Cup, meaning you lost to the better side.
Well, certainly, I agree with you. As we've got a free kick on the far right hand side for Epiphany FC, who are not missing their lead striker, Letitia J, due to Dynabu coming in so well and fitting perfectly into that puzzle. 5 goals in the middle league for her. And she'll be looking to add another one to her collection. A lot of balls. Now the flag is already up. That's a bit dangerous. Quite a loose defending from Halifax Queens again. Saved by the flag.
Got all-rounded team that anybody can score at any given day. This is a team that you talk about that is really a team. You don't have to depend on just only the strikers or maybe ones in the midfield to just come in and banging in the goals. But when you've got these quality players on the pitch, it's just difficult to man-mark each and every one of them, because little space given to each player can cause a havoc.
Was rather free kick, very dangerous area. And the lady who's been tasked to deliver this one is the lady in the one set at the moment. Sonia Kobina, and she would have to deal with this free kick from Precious or Deborah Nyaku, who could be very dangerous if she delivers it. Will deliver well, and she needs a powerful one to parry it away. It stays within the 18-yard, and it's finally cleared. Corner kick. Oh, it's rather a goal kick.
That was a very well organized setup by the goalkeeper, and definitely that was a just narrowly saving her team. This is the second time she's doing that, and you see she has been busy, and this time around she takes no chances, knowing how dangerous Epiphany is.
I was talking that she was having holidays within the 2 sticks, and all of a sudden it looks like Epiphany FC are beginning to spill those dangerous balls into the penalty area, and cleverly she's dealing with it. 20 minutes played here at Accra Sports Stadium. It's still barring between the two sides.
Sugar Kope took them the very extra minutes of the first half for Epiphany to open the scoreline. This time around, I guess it's the same as here.
Well, let's see the lady who got that goal in 40 plus 2 minutes, and see who will be dependent on at least to break the virginity of this game.
Sonia Deborah Nyako.
Deborah Nyako, the lady with that spot-on free kick few seconds earlier on, looking to punish this team once again. As they come forward from the right-hand side, Gifty Champon couldn't keep it, and it's Epiphany throw it with patience to effect it. Patience drops it into the middle. And it's down to the feet of Elizabeth, who connects onto Selmasai. Selmasai goes for the shot, and it's way off the mark. Quality stuff there. Certainly enjoying every moment in this game.
This is how dangerous Selmasai could be. The drive, that long drive and the long solo run, sometimes she can be deadly when giving her that chance. And she's everywhere sometimes when she just pick pockets of spaces and make sure she's at the right place at the right time. She can be deadly when you give her the seconds.
Halifax Queens struggling to contain the ball in their own half. Well, I was just thinking, they said they've got an antidote for this Epiphany side, but it looks like Epiphany are not looking back. 2 fouls against 4 for Halifax Queens, who committed most fouls in this game. Another killer coming in from Dinah Boo, but it's been stopped by Sonia. And here she spills the ball up front, looking for her Talis lady, or her captain, but she couldn't reach her, as the Warriors once again will have to drive forward. Pratt. Sonia everywhere on the turf. She's got a big hat. Halifax Queens. And it's comes in. The ball giving 2 away easily, but they still manage to hold on to the ball, and they will have to attack this time around. But again, this is what I'm talking about. Struggling to contain the ball in the most important areas has been a top canker they would have to deal with, especially heading into the dressing room for Coach Evans Kwanzaa. And I'm just wondering, if you're Nafisa, if you happen to be in a dugout, what will you be saying by now to your players?
At this moment, I guess I have to stick to my position as a summarizer here, and I'll leave it to the coaches to do it, because they will have a pep talk. From my side, I know which player to speak to, but for coaches, they know what kind of formation they are really getting, and they know which kind of players to be at what point.
Well, certainly, she wants to stick to her job within the commentary box, but that was a great attack or onslaught coming in from Halifax Queens. But again, that was a brilliant defending, brilliant stop by the centre back.
Still have a lot of time.
a lot of time.
In Zone 1, Epiphany led the table after 17 matches. They have won 14, drawing as many as 3. They never lost. They scored 110 goals and they conceded only 9, having 45 points in their zone. And then for Halifax Queens, they played 16 matches. They won 14. They drew 1 and lost 1. That came against Immigration Ladies. And then they scored 46 goals, conceding 8 with 43 points.
Well, those are some of the numbers for you. As Halifax Queens once again will have to marshal something from the back through their goalkeeper. That's a poor kick from Sonia.
So in this, Epiphany stands unbeaten as they started their journey in the GAFA division. So through the middle league till today.
Well, for this season, very spotted. But in overall, they are unbeaten in the Women's Division 1 League. But they've fallen in the Women's FA Cup twice and in the Middle League once in Chebi. That's a big feat for a club who is just 2 years and 189 days old. With such an enormous feat. That's an impeccable performance by Coach Tamimu Adams.
Same Tamimu Adams who qualified Pepia Ladies from the Northern Zone into the division, but it's so unfortunate. Pepia Ladies are gone and back to Division 1 again. Who is going to bring them? Is it Tamimu who has brought Epiphany back in the Premier League in the Southern Zone? Is he going back to help Pepia Ladies for next season?
Well, let's live to see. I don't think he's going to, throw in the cats. That'll be too hard, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, throwing advantage stage. With Epiphany FC in their own half, quickly thinking. Dawa. And she's looking for some space. She hits the ball through, decides to notch it down to Nyaku, goes for the shots. And it's been stopped dangerously. Oh my goodness, there. Side netting again from this lady. Real hits. But the goalkeeper Sonia spills it away. And the final one from Selma Sajibiro. Absolutely nothing to write home about.
She is just everywhere on the pitch. Energetic young lady who is just enjoying the game. And it has to take another brilliant save from Sonia Nora. How many times will she be doing this? She needs to organize her defense very well to help her in this journey.
Well, Dawa couldn't hit that ball through, but decides to drift it into the middle. And it's still Epiphany FC, who has seen most of the ball. Not quite shocking. They've got the players, they've got the legs, they've got the character. But here comes the opponent from the defense side. It spills. And Mata Anand makes that important save. I didn't really see that coming.
These are the surprises Halifax is talking about. If they can catch you on this counter break, which always happens in football, the best team sometimes lags behind when it comes to counter-attacking break because everybody is just pushing forward, asking questions to be know what they do. But this time around, I can see Halifax player in that agony on the pitch. The medics have to attend to her.
Well, beautiful fans we saw, cross-section of them earlier on in their whites and certainly rooting for Halifax Queens.
Of course, football is cut across. Wherever you find yourself, you will see people all around. That is a sizable sign. Our Epiphany Warriors team just here to support their team into the treble, as they say. They are urging or looking forward for their third trophy in the season, which will be a plus for the team as a whole. This has been a good journey or a good season for Epiphany Warriors, scooping all the trophies as they have gotten along, with the exception of the FA Cup.
Well, certainly it's been a big season for them, and that will be a big wrap if they're able to lift today's trophy, champion of champions, and a coronation game as well. So it's a double dose. And looks like it's 30 minutes already. Half an hour, water break. And this is the period that sometimes is very crucial in the game for the ladies to have that pep talk with their manager on the touchline.
Obviously, this is what coaches sometimes need seconds to talk to players, certain players as well. But on the field of play, who does that? We have individual players who normally drag players alongside their positioning and where to find themselves. Halifax hasn't been bad at all this time. They are not getting the kind of communication up front. They are just withdrawing and then soaking that pressure, which sometimes is really not good for you. If you are doing that, you have to do it really well, because with the slightest mistake can cause a havoc for them too. But so far, so good for them. It happened in Sugakope and here. This is their second time these two sides are meeting at Accra Sports Stadium. But it's Epiphany Warriors, the defending champions, who have been here before, and then they are trying to see what they can. And you have Gifty. Are you appealing?
Certainly a big player, former big player in her own right.
And she's been another add-on to Epiphany team since they started their journey here. And it's sometimes amazing to see our legend, our old players helping these young ones with this talent coming up.
Well, certainly they've got rich experience in their veins, and they'll need to at least guide some of these quality players. Look, from what we've seen so far, these ladies are quality. They just need a bit of shaping to get to that top level where they can say, yes, we have arrived for elite women's football.
They are making headway. Gradually they will get there. It's that difficult, but we all don't get it on the rosary from the start. You just have to struggle, you have to hustle, you have to fight to the top, and when you are there, you will once look back and said, I went through this to be here.
Well, the player that I've been missing for Halifax Queens is Saida Tuahab, who is here to spring into this game. Faustina Nyamiedu as well, quite mixing in action. One of the headlines is that she has been very crucial to their qualification back into the Malta Guinness Women Premier League. Here they will come again from their own area. Yebua clears it away into the middle, but gives it to Janet Sameojo, who's just got Elizabeth close by. Elizabeth have a touch but loses out on the ball, posts her marker from behind, and the referee, very close to the action, gets it right. That's quite a silly tackle from the centre back.
Knows really well. She just stopped, asking referee.
About 33 minutes here at Ghana's National Stadium, and it's still barring between these two sides. Here to really see Dainabu in this game. Right, a discovery, according to the technical bench, fitting so well for Leticia J, who was last season top scorer for the team with 23 goals, but this season injuries have plagued her career.
Always up and down for footballers. When injury settles in, you just need time to heal. The captain of the side, Ejiwa, in your shot.
Well, she's been a great captain, at least managing to hold Epiphany FC up to this point. It's a lot of great faith for her. Well, just talk about this. Halifax Queens, they've produced so many quality players, and one of them has been Messia Tobra, who now plays for Hazakes ladies, but here comes Samasai for Epiphany FC. But again, I think it's a poor decision.
Was it whipping it across or just a power strike? But that wouldn't trouble Sonia at all.
No, really lacking some quality in terms of the final decision.
A ball-playing goalkeeper indeed.
Certainly. I was just talking about Halifax Queens, the players they've produced over the years, and one of them is Mercy Atobra, who now plays for the Black Princesses of Ghana, and part of the team that qualified them to this year's Under-20 Women's World Cup in Colombia, where September will obviously be a big moment for the national team. But here comes defending for Epiphany to do, and she's managed to do that beautifully. They really got their eyes everywhere on the turf, really scanning those dangerous spots, where Tameldu once again coming to the rescue of Epiphany FC.
They need to have the micro eye to scan really well, because they said they have a surprise for Epiphany. If you don't have that micro eyes, it will be difficult to beat Epiphany.
Well, certainly it will be difficult, but that was Boachi Esther earlier on who went into that challenge. Esther Boachi in a 15 jersey, as Ameldo gets ready to drive this one up front. That's a brilliant touch. Trusting forward now. It's Jennifer Dawa. Can she reach onto the ball? Gets to it. But again, this defending absolutely scintillated. Clever sliding.
And that was done really well by Richard Sulemana, making sure it doesn't go back. Just want to ask a little bit of a question. When it comes to the 18-yard work, Epiphany doesn't have that seconds just to exploit and then just have it accurately into the... It's just that they are just whipping the crosses around. Are they looking for a deflection, or because it seems not getting right? Those that they have gotten it right, it was just being parried away by Sonia. But this time around, you can see a whole lot of side netting. They're trying not to be clinical, and it will come to hand them if they don't take their chances at this early charge.
Well, they're just rushing to find the opener, and that is a bit dangerous here. Very quick to hit it. As they have one of their ladies lie on the turf in some deep trouble. We'll confirm to you shortly who could be, and that's Deborah Nyaku. Well, talking about Deborah Nyaku, she's been one of the lethal players for Epiphany FC. The very, very important player they've got. And she's always come to their rescue anytime they need her. Ameldo with that huge boot there. Stays within the 18-yard. Oh my goodness, that was a real hit. And that's Jennifer Dawa once again.
That was a brilliant drive, but went way wide. That wouldn't trouble Sonia at all.
Just look at it, touch it with her left, got it onto her right, and the final hit. Absolutely.
Was disappointed.
Very disappointing.
Keep practicing, keep driving much more of them, and then you might be getting one on target. Have played a bit of brilliant display for these two teams in the last 40 minutes.
Well, certainly. Here comes Epiphany once again, chasing this one down the left-hand side. She managed to hack onto it. Dinah Blue decides to drift it into the middle, loses it, but still manages to pick it up. Dawa, and look at it from Sonia coming up, and she wins the heart of the fans. Oh my goodness, it's turning out to be something else here. Look at it, beautiful chest from her.
Lovely drive, and equally a beautiful chest, as I said. earlier on that a ball playing goalkeeper indeed that we've got. This is a young chap. Look at the size of her body and look at the brilliant display that she's giving us today. Brilliant. Nora is on the rise here and she's giving us the entertaining side of football.
A very diminutive figure within the two sticks. But hey, don't be deceived. She's got the capable hands to deal with it. But let's see if she can be able to kick this one out of her net. It's a free kick. Very acute angle, miles away from the mouth of the goalpost. Here it comes, delivered in, and she managed to get it. Confirmation of the scoreline for you. With just 5 minutes to go. Comes in, drops in, into the middle. Elizabeth will have a touch on the left hand side. Decides to have it in into the 18-yard. Dangerous for Halifax Queens. Twisting and turning and ends up giving it away. Dawa. Jennifer once again. Dawa managed to keep it. And Halifax Queens have been forced into their own defensive area. And this is the man, Tamamu Adams. It's still an Epiphany show here at the Sports Stadium. Dynamo looking for Summerside, gets her, and Halifax Queens need to be on the outlook. This is dangerous, Gifty. And she loses out in that very important area. Another miscue from the right back, and a lot of concerns for her bench.
Creating chances, but they are not aggressive when it comes to it. They are just relaxed and in a calm manner. But when they need most to be attacking the ball, that is where you see that kind of sluggish behavior of these players, which is not helping. You need to get a goal, you need to win, you need to be banging in goals. Not at the 18-yard box or at the verge of giving that accurate strike, you just lag behind.
Well, that was Esther Boachi and Fosinaidu came in. Gifty a Champo was managed to win a free kick for Epiphany FC. Quite a very dangerous area. And it's Jennifer Dawa who decides to go for it. Jennifer, oh my goodness! That's a special moment. Special moment from Sonia Nora.
Just look at that beautiful, that sterling performance, or just sterling save from this young chap, Sonia Nora in the stakes for Halifax ladies is just brilliant on the day.
Oh my goodness.
She has been the pillar for Halifax. Hadn't been this young chap, I guess Halifax would have been down by now.
No wonder. Well, the attacking captain said ahead of the game that she is their hope in terms of managing to keep any missile from their goal post, and indeed she's proven to be the difference between these two sides. But here comes Halifax Queens, great opportunity. Oh goodness me, heartbreak for Epiphany FC, and the first goal have arrived. 45 minutes. And it's Halifax Queens with the opener. And this is the lady you need to be looking out for. Flash beyond goalkeeper Matanan. Confuse the defenders. And Halifax Queens celebrate.
Said this earlier on, just look at that solo run from this young chap, Risa Doku. Just look at that brilliant save. I just said, when they are attacking, they need to be closing up the gap. Look at this solo run from this young chap. That's a brilliant, and that is all that they needed. The surprise that they were talking about. They have taken their chances and they are leading here at Accra Sports Stadium by a goal to nil.
Well, this could really change the complexity of the game and force Epiphany FC to really get their clothes on, but here they come again. Halifax Queens, but this time around, they couldn't find the real lady, Ejewaya, in that quality space to drive onto the ball. Surprise opener, isn't it?
Just as when their goalkeeper, Nora, was doing all the dirty works behind, saving them seconds upon seconds, they have proven to their goalkeeper that they can do it for her, and they have done it for her. Rita has done brilliantly well, and then it looks open now, and they will have to be relaxed not to soak in that kind of pressure again. Halifax will need to be chasing for an equalizer before it ends. Either than that, it's going to be another trouble for them.
Well, on the Wafa back, they went down first, but here at Accra Sports Stadium, they happened to find the back of the net first. And maybe, just maybe, they could hang on to it, head into the halftime break.
This is when you have all the chances, you create all the chances, and then you don't make good use of it. This is what happened. They have been asking questions upon questions. It took the intervention of goalkeeper Nora to save Halifax, and this time around they have made it easier for goalkeeper Nora. I'm just happy for the team at this moment, but how will they be able to hold on to this?
Well, it's the first time they've topped their zone and went all the way into the middle league, and it's the first time they are playing in the champions of champions, and here they are fascinatingly leading the better side on paper by goals to nil. And it is the lady who got the yellow card who was not perturbed, who went out of her shell to net that opener. And that's certainly conclusive for the first 45 minutes. Big break. Huge relief for coach Evans Kwanzaa as he heads into the halftime break. And this is a real heroine, Sonia Boku. What a game we've had. Well, certainly it's halftime here at Accra Sports Stadium. Epiphany FC 0, Halifax Queens 1. So this was brave moments in the first 45 minutes when we saw these two teams matched onto the pitch. And indeed, Ejua won the toss and she won the first half. And this is where it started. This was a lovely free kick that was thrown into the area, and Matana dealt with it. But lots of moment for Epiphany FC, with Nyako spilling that one over. And here was Halifax Queens once again when they decide to hit this ball to their captain, but they ended blasting it wide. She couldn't find the legs to hit that. This was another brilliant chest from Jennifer Dawa, and the free kick at least going their way. With Gifty Champo, captain of the side, playing on her teammates. A lot of touches within the ball from Deborah. It was spilled over, and the final hit from the lady in the 77 shirt, Precious Nyaku, was just beautiful to behold. As Halifax Queens once again try to fancy their chances from the left-hand side, and she knows she certainly needs to apologize for that. Another wonderful movement from Sonia to keep her team in the game. This was Elizabeth who decided to cleverly tip that one to Samasai, and this time around she couldn't find a near post Dynabu's kick just too feeble. Well, I must say there were lots of moments for them in the game for Epiphany FC, and they couldn't just really make it count. But this was a spillover, and the final hit once again a bit questionable. This was a real tussle between the two of them. Ricochets of Emeka straight into the waiting arms of Mata Annan as Epiphany once again came through the middle, right on the edge of the 18-yard. A lot of questions they've been asking. This was Dynabu once again who decided to drift it into the middle, but that was a clever defending. Decided to leave it for Nyaku, and I tell you, the artistic with a save from Sonia was just beautiful to have a sight of. Another brilliant save. At least to keep her dreams of her team intact in this fixture. Her body size not really deterring her from making the most important decisions when it matters most. But this was the moment the captain of the side, Jewa, decided to find Rita Doku. And this was the moment that the real Razzle was taken through the heart of Epiphany FC. But look about the build-up of the play. Quality, the flick over to find Rita Doku, absolutely superb there. And she bears it on the far left post. And this was the conclusion from the referee, Juliana Anti. So first half, Epiphany FC 0, Halifax Queens 1 at Accra Sports Stadium.
Bo, Mr. Falkland.
I like your liver. Time is going.
On my me who in school and by a friend so over. Floor manager of friend. Over. Is better. It's halftime here at the Accra Sports Stadium, where Halifax ladies is leading Epiphany Warriors by a long goal to nil. Kind courtesy Rita Doku. It has been an interesting first half, which Epiphany, who has been dominating, thinking they would have been taking the lead. But as Halifax ladies, who have pulled a surprise here, that counter break, that solo run from Rita made it go past goalkeeper Mata Annan. This means Halifax went into the break by a long goal to nil. Interesting first half. Halifax ladies surprised Epiphany Warriors by a goal to nil.
Yeah, it's not a surprise to me because everybody needs revenge. When they went to the middle leg, Epiphany beat them by 3 goals. So it is hunting them that anytime they meet them, they want to revenge. So for me, seeing the scoreline, I'm not wondering.
So the scoreline is not a surprise to you.
Yeah.
How do you sum up the very first half of these two teams?
I can see that Epiphany wanted to underrate Halifax. The way they were playing, I saw it that they want to underrate them, and Halifax is surprising them. And I know the technical bench, by this second half, they make sure they do their room work and then they'll come back stronger.
Looking at Epiphany in the very first half, they have created all the chances, but it took the brilliant hard working of Sonia to able to save them.
Yes, that's why I said Epiphany were looking at, they were ahead of Halifax already. But Halifax, they came in this match stronger. They need to win this match because they need to revenge their defeat at the middle leg. So Epiphany thought the way they see it at the middle leg, they'll get the same thing. But today, it's a wrong side of their side.
These are some of the highlights of the first 45 minutes where Epiphany had to do their thing. They had all the chances. They created more chances than Halifax. But sometimes football is just a game that you have to be wary. Not the best team that sometimes win. They can cause surprises, and which Halifax has taken a commanding lead into the very first half. How should these two teams prepare? Let's talk about Epiphany. How would they be able to respond if really they want to have this treble?
Yes, they can, because I know their pedigree, and I know when you come to player, Epiphany is ahead of Halifax, and they use that into the game. That is what is affecting them. But if they take everything away from that and they want to really play the game, I think they will overcome all these challenges today and they can carry the day.
Halifax ladies, they are leading now.
Yeah.
Second half, what should they do? How should they manage the game? Because sometimes if you have that commanding lead, you don't manage it well. How would they, and how should they manage the game into the second half?
Thank you very much. This is where the technical bench has to do its homework, because if I'm the technical head and they were leading and we know the pedigree of Epiphany, I think we have to play the same. We should change the pattern. We have to go all out and make sure if we don't add another goal, then the scoreline should stay. But if they mess up, then that is where we see the wrong side of their side.
Okay. Looking at Epiphany, they haven't lifted their leg off the pedal. They are still pressing, which is the pressing. They have had several chances upon chances. This time around, as a coach, I would just ask you, as a coach, what should you be telling the players? Because this time, sometimes it's out of the technical team. what should the players themselves do? Because sometimes I can just give you the pep talk, but when you're on the field, it's a different ball game altogether. What should the players should be doing?
I think I know every coach would like a team to win. So this second half, definitely the coaches will do their best, telling them what to do. But if they take that instruction, I think it will be good for them. But if they didn't take the instruction well, that is where they see themselves losing this game.
Losing this game, sometimes there are some teams that you always have. As soon as you just call them, their spirit dampens, which I'm talking about Epiphany. Yes. We haven't seen them lose in their league or even through the middle league till now. Yes. How are they going to respond? Because I'm just worried about that, because there are certain teams automatically they enjoy that kind of leadership or the win. As soon as they are down, how will they be able to respond?
Yes, at the moment they are down, but as I said, it will come from the technical bench. You can see even before the end of the first half, the way they were shouting, the way they were talking, definitely they implement this thing in the boardroom, and they will tell them what to do. And I'm sure the moment they listen to the instructions, people will see different things this second half, 45 minutes, I'm sure, and I know them.
Are we seeing surprises in the second half?
I'm telling you, we're going to so different ball together.
Different ball together.
Yes.
I'll just push you to that. Your final prediction in this second half. Your technical eye on these two teams.
For me, what I'm seeing, if Halifax still don't put fear in them, and then they can maintain this score line, I think they know how to go about it, and I've seen them before. But if they put the fears that they know Halifax is, then I think this thing will change. The table will change this second half.
The table will change this second half. Yes. This is where Alhaji Oliver is telling us that there's still an entertaining part of it to come in the second half. Halifax is already taking the commanding lead, but that is not the end of the game. Epiphany has got more to take. In the second half, we will be seeing how this thing will go. The last words for these two teams before we go on to the pitch.
Oh, I'm happy the way the game is going. For me, I just take this game as a ceremonial game, because what I need from them, I've gotten it already. I took to the Volta region, and I make sure that the two teams from Greater Accra took all the slots. So that one alone is enough for me. But this match is just a ceremony, just to know the overall winner of Greater Accra. That is all.
Thank you very much. Victor will be in commentary position to take us through the next 45 minutes of the Champion of Champions.
Well, certainly history beckons for Halifax Queens as to whether they are going to be the fourth team to knock down this Epiphany FC. We'll see in the next 90 minutes of football. We've done 45 minutes already as we get ready for the next 45 minutes. But there'll be a lot of skirmishes and a lot of drafting and shifting of the tactical tweaks to this game by coach Tamimu Adams, whose charges are trailing by goal to nil. Can't see that from Richard Oku inside 44 minutes. Very young ladies and the Premier League clubs, the likes of Berry ladies, the like of Azakes ladies, Johnina ladies, are all very, very aware that they've got a tough task in next season's Malta Guinness Women Premier League. Well, Giftia Champon has not been in a rhythm today. She's here to rediscover that lethal form she's been in for her team. Former Black Maidens and Black Princesses player, 14 goals this season for her team and 2 in the middle league. But this is the lady of the moment, Mata Anand, as referee Juliana Ante get the second half underway here at the Crespo Stadium. A big 45 minutes, and it's Halifax Queens who are already having the first touch. A throw in from Pratt. She couldn't find someone side as he's been blown away by Halifax Queens. Yet they'll have to drift again into the middle, but it's been quickly cut out from that channel. A lot of over-elaboration. And he or she ends up giving out a throwing advantage to the team who is currently in the driving seat in this Champions of Champion final. That's quite dangerous. And it's Kumsin Jemima. Just look at the challenge from Salman Sai Jibril. That's quite too harsh. Too harsh. From the right winger. Well, she stays on the turf, unless you need a bit of medical attention. As her colleagues watch on. Well, you can see the panting. It's been a long day for these players. Very tired. That's the stance. They are in a very favorable position to win it for the first time in their history. But for Epiphany FC, if they manage to turn this tie on its head, this will be a second successive regional title to their trophy cabinet. No free kick. On the left-hand side, very favorable position. And Wahab Sediatus curls it in. And it looks everyone. Walk him, goal kick. That's a poor free kick delivered into the channel. They're the most experienced player. Sediatus Wahab. Halifax Queens once again troubling the waters deep into the half of Epiphany FC, and this time around from the lady in the 14 shirt, poke here. Oh, there was a touch, so certainly it's going to be a corner kick. As Precious Nyaku tells her colleagues, you need to calm down and focus in this game. Corner kick delivered. Oh my goodness, just a touch there. Ejewa nearly thought she's got a second. Just look at it. Not the best corner kick, but however, the captain managed to have a touch to it. Just look at it. Piece of skill, the panache, and the quality on that touch. Here comes a hot run down the right-hand side to nobody in particular. It's to be picked up by those in a green shirts. And it's already out for a twin advantage. Oh, just look at it. From Mohamed Salamatu. Well, at least she couldn't really pick Suleiman Rahel. Sir Messiah will decide to at least go for this one herself. It will be a long throw-in, I guess. Here it comes, delivered it. Yeah, it's another throw-in advantage again to the team in orange, the defending champions, who need to wrestle their way back into this game. Nafisa is here again. Nafisa is few minutes already into the second half.
Epiphany has no time on their side. They need to respond quickly and see how best they can solve their problem within this next 40 minutes of the time. But Halifax have no problem. They need just to manage this game in this latter part of the half, because last season it was just a goal. Who knows, maybe, just maybe.
Well, 5 lady wall spills in by Semasai. Stays within the 18 yard, it's cleared away. Halfway it's met by AJ. Shares it to the left-hand side. Lovely run. 18 yards, still stays. And it's a walking goal kick. Referee pointing to that spot. Just look at the run from the captain, Gifty Champon.
That was the player who picked Jonina last season. This time just trying to find her way out at exactly the same spot where Halifax and their first goal or their opener.
Well, they are beginning to play a bit of exciting football now. Halifax Queens, captain Ejewa couldn't keep it. She loses out on the ball. Deborah. And it's the green shirt once again that is thrusting forward. Nyaku finds the captain. Gifty again in plenty of space. Oh, the ball couldn't really go through. And this is where they need to be careful. They need to be careful. Great entry. I see certainly again serving the day for Halifax Queens. Oh, how many times will she rescue Halifax Queens in this game? Ameudo.
Oh, that was a pull there on the player. And this certainly has to be a foul on the note on Janet Amwako. It looks if Epiphany will really need a comeback in this game. They need to deal with Sonia Nora. Kumsi on that note, she has had a good day, a good first half. So now she's still not giving chances. Between the stakes, she's just saved pair of hands for Halifax ladies, and this is all that they need. A set piece will be taken shortly.
Oh, so it's Precious Nyaku letting itself to effect it. As this Epiphany FC push a lot of ladies into the box. Here it comes to the belly. Oh my goodness! This is the equalizer. This is it. That is who? Salma Sajibril. Look at the celebration. And the fans who applaud her. Quality staff. How about that for a free kick? And it had a textbook goalkeeper. Sonia has got no answers to it. Nafisa.
Sonia was just left on the hook. She was just unmarked, and that was a beautiful header by all standard. A great set piece indeed by Pepra, and then that was an exceptional finish by Sonia Salma Sai. And this has been a player who has been all over the pitch in the very first half, lurking all around the box and trying to just make an end finish to it. But it took almost 15 minutes for Sonia to deny them, and that was an equally splendid equalizer for Epiphany. But how would they be able to do that unless it's a mistake for this young goalkeeper who has been the best of the day, Salma Sai?
Well, talking about her, Kickoff player of the month of March, 15 goals in a Division 1 league. Well, as part of the Black Princess team that went to Eswatini in the FIFA Under-20 World Cup qualifiers, and she's proven her quality. Big moment.
Big moment for them. But Halifax need to hold on to it because they have got a kind of entertaining side that we are seeing of them. They just can't let it loose at this time. I asked myself how many times would they be defending, because they normally drop deep, and this is the ascendancy of Epiphany Warriors.
Well, here they come again, chasing their second. Well, this was always looming. The big question was, how many times will Halifax Queens defend, and how many times will Epiphany FC themselves attack? And obviously the channels are beginning to open.
Epiphany has been attacking, but they were just not clinical. On the other note, when they had it on target to Sonia Nora, Kobna was there just to make sure they don't go past her. And she has been the player of the day as it stands. She has done so well till this equalizer came. You just can't fault her at this stage.
But Nafisa's view, but here they'll come again. Lovely ball. Only setting for the captain, Ijewa. She managed to keep it on the field, but it's been dealt with by Pra. And it's out. The walking goal kick for Epiphany FC. And Mata Adam a bit calm now. At least she can be able to control things from the back.
She was on the holiday before that brilliant goal from Rita.
Well, here comes Halifax Queens, at least trying to string passes from the middle. And they give the ball away once again to Epiphany FC. Selmasai, here she comes, go around the marker. Express it. Looking for Dainabu. And well defended. Ojo decides to play it up front. Looking for Dainabu, but she couldn't really find her. In a plenty of space, very tight angle for her to break through. And the referee, Julian Ante, will need to rush to the goal scorer, Dukurita, because she was at the receiving end of a very strong tackle. Just look at that tackle, bumping into a marker. Ameldo, very ruthless there.
Sometimes this happens on the field of play. You just don't have control over yourself. There are some kind of runs that when you do at the verge, as you think you need to put a break on it, you just veer off.
Well, that was the battle of the threes earlier on. They were both in the 3 jersey.
Iconic number for the Black Stars.
Oh, certainly. Nafisa, you seems to be reminding Ghanaians or Africa of that lethal striker in Asamoah Gyan. But back here at the Craspo Stadium is throwing advantage for Halifax Queens. Quickly thinking. She don't want to waste time at all.
I'm a fan of Asamoah Gyan, and no doubt I played in the Greater Accra region with him as well. When he played for Accra Academy, I was in Ghana playing volleyball as well. So we normally go for Milo games together.
Wow.
That was when I got to know Asamoah Gyan.
Wow. Well, watching well. She's a former player. But here comes Samasa once again for Epiphany FC. It's 2 on 3. Oh, poor decision. The final pass.
Salma had got a bit of space. She could have even go forward before giving that self-pass drive. Sometimes you just don't understand players. She had more space in front of her. She could have even go solo.
Oh, she needed to do that in a split of seconds and decide to hit it.
This was when you had nobody closing you down. You had more space ahead of you. Just move to that empty space. Who knows? Do you understand that? See again.
Here came again Epiphany FC. And once again it's a goalkeeper, Sonia Kobina, who comes to the rescue. She'll be gunning for the woman of the match alongside Selma Sai. 59 minutes, approaching the 60th minute mark in this game, and it's still 1-1 at pace between these two teams. And so he gets ready for this free kick.
I guess the yellow card was given to jersey number 18, Halifax. I guess it's Elizabeth. 18, Elizabeth Afia.
Well, that's for Epiphany.
Warriors.
Elizabeth, and you know what? Gets into the book of the referee. As Halifax Queens have been rewarded. Corner kick advantage. And it spills over. And that is another walking goal kick.
That was a good set piece, whip across, and then he just took I just thought it was a corner kick. It looks as if it went way wide.
Oh, she got her head onto it. That's the confirmation of the yellow card for the Epiphany FC player. The left back has been very quality. And that's a quick substitution for Halifax Queens. There's now time for the lady to take a rest. Faustina Edu as Millicent Anani comes in. And that's a double substitution, isn't it? As well as Joyce Yeboah will be replaced by the lady in the 12 sets. She's coming to have or enjoy her game. Oh, so it's Gladys Amwa Atta who's coming for Joyce Yeboah. And that tells you the intention of Coach Ivan Skwansa. Oh, the fans really finding their voice now here. At the Crassport Stadium as Epiphany FC will step up front again. This time around, lovely ball into the penalty area. A lot of overlapping. It stays with them. Dinah Abu twisting and turning. Hacks it onto Deborah. Lovely play now. Finds Somerside right in front of the 18-yard. Final drive from Precious Nyako. Nothing absolutely about that one. It's going to trouble Sonia Corbina.
That's where it took that low drive. Sometimes they just run into traffic and then they are lost of ideas.
That's a weird decision for me, isn't it? Weird decision from Precious Nyako. At least there were lots of players around her. She could have decided to option 2. Her decides to go for the long hit. So there's a lot of trouble here within Halifax Queens 18 box. And that looks to be Jennifer Dawa.
Jennifer Dawa.
Who is in some amount of trouble. Must have picked a knock. Oh, she scored 3 goals in the Middle League and 10 in the Division 1 League for Epiphany FC. As we watch once again that clever finish from Summerside.
Sonia got her hand a little touch, but was just too powerful for her to keep it out.
Expertly taken and expertly delivered.
Just on mark. For such a player, you just have to keep a close eye, close marking on her.
Halifax Queens have a touch now, looking for their lead marker. Miscued here. And she knows it, that she could have done better. That's Cynthia J. Well, with her kind of experience.
Should have been making sure she wins the advantage to their side, but decided to let it go the other way.
Cynthia J. What a player she's been in the 14 sets. Receiving lots of applause from a technical bench, the way she's been able to marshal the back in aiding them to qualify. And so this is the lady, very, very experienced.
We are counting on that experience when it comes to the Top Flight League, the Malta Guinness Women's Premier League. We will be seeing them next season.
And the interesting twist about Cynthia J is that she was part of that police squad that won the first Women's FA Cup. So it felt she's been a long road for her as far as her career is concerned.
A living legend.
By our
I can
standards.
say, yes. These are the experience. Definitely, when you go to Division 1, you mostly get some of these experienced players going into helping them to come to the top flight, and you just can't have that kind of mixture within the young blending with the experienced side. I wouldn't say the young and the old, but you can have this kind of experience guiding this young ones into the right path, and the cross section of Epiphany Warriors here to support their team, enjoying their game.
Well, certainly they've released so many players abroad. The likes of Gifty Osai, who now plays in the Chinese Women's Super League. Safia Dongo, who together with Ernestina Tete, who's now playing in Jordan. With Priscilla Latte, who now plays for Abu Dhabi Country Club in the United Arab Emirates Women's Premier League. In the space of 3 years, they've done a lot of business, isn't it?
Yeah. Sonia has also left again.
Sonia. But here comes the last minute touch. And there's Wahab Saidatu now really finding a rhythm. This is their danger lady.
It was really awful. And it will be the third yellow card.
And Ameldo gets into the referee's book. She's been spared on numerous occasions, but this time around she will not be spared.
2 yellow card for Epiphany Warriors and a card for Halifax.
Well, lots of pep talks going there within the 18-yard for Epiphany FC as Halifax Queens once again decide to get ready to hit this one in. And the big question is, can they make this count, especially from that very acute angle?
More or less where Epiphany hadn't scored.
Well, certainly, let's see what comes of this one. Dinked in, he lost everyone, but here comes the hot chase on the right post, and it's cleared away by Gifty Ochampo. And another Epiphany FC player goes to the ground.
The fatigue setting in for Epiphany.
It's been a loads of game for them, I must confess. Playing in a Division 1 league, Women's FA Cup, onto the semi-final, right into the Middle League.
And in their zone, they have 11 teams in Zone A, and they have 8 teams in Zone B.
But here they'll come again, breaking away quickly. From the left-hand side, it's retained by Halifax Queens, looking for the striker. On his way beyond the byline, that'll be another walking goal kick. Mata Anna. At least we'll smile.
So 11 teams in Division A, Division Zone A. We have Epiphany Warriors, we have Teshi Constance Ladies, the GRA Ladies, Tender Queens, Ideal Ladies, Basketeers Ladies, Rock Ladies, John Michaels Ladies, Accra Ladies, La Ladies, and Christ Angel Ladies. That sums up Zone A. And then if we go to Zone B, we have Halifax Ladies, Immigration Ladies, Samaba Ladies, Oak Ladies, Rich City Women's, Blessed Ladies, Zafi Ladies, and African Golden Eagles. That's sum up Zone B.
Well, here they come again. Epiphany FC, Summerside takes this one over, and again that lady arrives early to claim it. Sonia Nora.
She seems to be having a very good day.
Oh
Just
my
look at that
goodness.
save.
She's one of the few goalkeepers to have really troubled this Epiphany side, who've netted more than 1 goal in most of their contests.
And look at that dribble pass.
Nafisa, hold on. Here comes the drama within Epiphany box. Floated in from Echewa, and it's cleared away by Dawa once again. Brilliant play from the lady. It's 3 against 1. Lovely idea. there for Epiphany. Oh my goodness! Blasted wide. It comes again. Oh my goodness! Emotional moment here at the Casper Stadium. And it's Sonia Nora who is becoming a court hero, winning the 2 stakes. Just look at it. Clever hit from Dynabu. Return ball from Jennifer Tower. And Sonia refuses to be beaten.
It just amazes me how come just a glaring yearning net. My word, you just can't take away the Gustav. This goalkeeper, Nora, is having today. Because just on that note, I thought that was a goal by all standard. It just took her, just a magical save from Nora. You just can't take it away from her. She's really enjoying a brilliant day at the Champion of Champions. This match can't end without you mentioning her in this particular encounter.
Well, I'm lost of words for her quality within the 2 stakes. Absolutely very superb.
But of course, that was a glaring moment for Epiphany Warriors. They have had so many chances and glaring moments, but this one, I just don't understand why and how it happened this way.
Well, the idea is that they are always in a rush to get a goal. And I'm sure that is what is really troubling them in trying to turn in the second goal, unless to close this tie on its head.
I wish I could see the face of Tamimu at that particular moment. Tamimu played with Abedi Pele and Anna Kobo. I can remember in their days what he would be thinking, having this glaring opportunity in the box. You and the goalkeeper, Yanin Net, a diminutive goalkeeper by all standard, but very good. And if you can't bury this chance, what kind of chances again would Epiphany be looking for?
Oh, just look at it. This was the earlier goal for Halifax Queens.
Look at the solo run.
And just look at this questionable with a defending from the Epiphany back line.
Shallow defending. And then goalkeeper had all the eyes. She should have known better to position herself, but she had nothing to do at that moment. Well read by Rita.
And this was Epiphany's equalizer. Strong header, textbook one, and that is unstoppable by Sonia Nora.
Just left on mark. And with that pass, she said thank you.
And this is what she's been searching for, isn't it?
And that's exactly what they'll be looking for. And they have been looking for probing.
Oh, they're becoming a bit frustrated now. Halifax Queens. And once again is the Queen herself who goes into that challenge. Selma Jibril.
This time is not on both sides. Every minute counts for them.
Proving to be a top customer down the right-hand side where she's been operating. And it's Halifax Queens with a free kick advantage. Very acute. The box of Epiphany FC, and it's Mata and I'm very lanky in nature. She's got the hands. She's got the height. Let's to deal with this one. Okay, let's see what becomes of this one. For Mohammed. Salama too! And let's spilling it over to the last post. And again, that lady, Rita Doku, could not arrive early to meet it. Or she met it, but because it was in a haste, it was spilled over.
Yeah. Well taken free kick, but to no one in particular.
Well, she's been trying. Rita Doku.
Was it going into the post or was it giving a pass? It
no.
looks as if he was going for a solo run into the post, but it went way wide. Just a little.
Just a little, but here it comes from Wahab Seydia too.
Another drive.
Well, I'm sure they've told her she needs to fancy his chances from outside 18 here because it's very difficult for her to break down the Epiphany backline of quality players in Elizabeth, Ameldo, Cynthia J. Enkra.
Sometimes you just don't need the technical team to tell you. You need to be exploring the spaces and then find out what exactly you have to be doing. Whether do we have to be taking that long drive outside the 18-yard box, or you have to get into the box. This is how it made.
Oh, here comes the former Thunder Queens player. Last season's top scorer, 23 goals, Letitia J. Comes on for Dainabu, who've had her moments in this game. Oh, lovely play, and this could be danger! Comes off the woodwork and stays on the line and stripping away. Summerside.
That was another glaring opportunity saved by the woodwork. And this is what we've been looking for when it comes to games like that. A very brilliant, just look at that. Speed, and then that was just. How well can she measure that as well?
But just look at it, lovely ball into the box.
And that was a brilliant one, just one touch, but just saved by the woodwork. And the defense were called in action. They had to defend their line.
Cynthia J once again at the right place at the right time to clear that one off the line.
Left off the hook. Lucky indeed.
But there's a lot of trouble for the newcomer. Gladys Atta, who's coming in the second half, unless bumped it into the goalkeeper Mata Anand, who herself seems to be limping. As we have another water break at this juncture.
Seems she's okay. She's up on her feet.
And you can see from Coach Evans Kwanse's face, it's not a pleasant situation.
Abuaji is not taking it lightly at all. Last season, she was a former coach of Thunder Queens.
All right, so look at it once again. This was a top save by goalkeeper Sonia Kobina. And this spill over by Precious Nyaku. And look at her again. And he's coming to the rescue of Halifax Queens once again.
Her reflexes are just on point.
Just on point. This was Dainabu before she came up. In the first half, she decided to drift it in. And just look at this for.
Wow, you can't just talk about that. She was taking it calmly. And you just can't talk about this one as well.
Another great moment for her.
She has had a brilliant day by all standards this morning. And you just can't take it away from her. At the point that you think it's just easier is a goal, she pops up from nowhere.
It makes those important,
crucial save, magical.
And just look at this moment when Dainabu thought she had found the second. Jennifer Dow herself, but at least Sonia once again proving to be the real leader at the back, the last defender.
Look at the confidence she has upon making all saves, all the saves. And she's commanding. But it seems the defenders sometimes just leaves it loose.
Gift here champion for Epiphany FC, the captain of the side. Over elaboration, loses out on the ball. And Halifax Queens cleared that one to touch. Or they just know how to scan danger when it's approaching. And they always manage to deal with it. 79 minutes.
80 minutes.
Oh, it's getting interesting, it's getting complex, it's getting...
It's a Gaffer day.
Certainly. Well, we've got another big one coming up at 3 p.m. And that will be the final of the Gaffer Middle League. And later on, the other commentary team will be coming over. And that will be down both as they take on their opponent in that big fixture. But for now, it's a free kick to Epiphany FC. as they look to once again construct their wall. And that will be made up by the captain. Ball is Millicent Anani, who've now taken on the captain's armband. General captain. That's not the best of delivery from Amewojo. That is way off everybody. Well, it's been a very, very exciting match, if you care to know. How Halifax Queens themselves have been able to get into the game.
They still have more work to do. So a goal comes within this minute. They'll be looking out for extra time and obviously penalty.
So the information is that we'll be going for straight penalties after 90 minutes. An additional time, but here comes Epiphany FC is rather Halifax Queens lingering within the box of Epiphany. Test in the crossing and it will not be met. It will not be met by Gladys Atta, who managed to keep it, finds Millicent Anani, who returns it to a colleague, floated into the box. This is the moment. Oh, lose everyone. Epiphany survives another scare in their own penalty box. But the keeper has been crushed in that moment.
She was at the right place at the right time, and she got herself injured. Sometimes these are the moments in football when you are just looking for a way round. But I hope it's not as serious for her to be back on her feet. She needs this very time to make amends for her team. She conceded only 9 in 18 matches. In the Middle League, 5 matches, conceded only 1. And the champion of champions, she has conceded another.
And becoming the best goalkeeper, or the former national goalkeeper, is becoming a real asset for Epiphany FC and for the nation at large, same as the opposite number. And I'm sure the scout,
now that she's in the top flight league, the Malta Guinean Women's Premier League,
will be keeping an eye on her.
obviously.
Well, we go to continue from where we left off with Ameldo getting ready to hit forward this one. Gifty a champion, could not go past Anani Millicent, but here comes the hard tussle, or the tussle between these two captains. Gifty a champion wins it, decides to send in the curler, and it's straight into the waiting arms of Sonia Kobina once again. Nyaku Dawa plays on her colleague. Oh goodness, what a finesse from Leticia J. The big striker misses a big chance in a crucial moment.
At the moment of redemption, even if it wasn't an offside, how can you miss this target?
Coming from Elizabeth. And you know, just look at her for a crossing. Look at the curler.
And look at this fine crossing. I guess even if it wasn't an offside moment, she should have been burying this ball. She should have been taking opportunity, because time, 85 minutes on the clock, and she needs this.
Oh, Nafisa, she was already caught in a web. As they will have to come forward again from the right-hand side, where Dawa has been paced decisively for Samusai, who's been drifted now into the middle. It's Epiphany show. Epiphany show, but once again, they've been caught by the flag. And this time around is the assistant referee who decides to lift her flag up.
Halifax should be worrying about.
Cynthia J will hit it to the left-hand side. As Epiphany once again tries to build play from the middle. They will have to use that channel. Samusai. Ameldo decides to hit it long onto the left-hand side, but again, it's a clever idea. It's not the best of decision. Anani. Gifty a champion for Epiphany. She goes to the ground. Oh, the blood is indeed boiling points in this game.
Yes, they need to calm themselves down.
But the frankness or the sincere truth is that Captain Gifty a champion has not been clinical into this fight now by her own standards.
All season that you have a good game. She has an up and down.
Oh, certainly. It's normal, but here comes a corner kick floated in again. Oh, and it's well dealt with by goalkeeper Sonia Nora. It's 87 minutes. With less than 3 minutes to play for. As we await the additional time by referee Julian Ante. Into the middle. Dawa finds Letitia J. Decides to belt it in. And once again, it's an advantage to Epiphany FC. I was just wondering what the situation might be. And it's Precious Nyako, who once again will go for it. Former player of soccer intellectuals, very versatile. And she's able to play in all the defensive roles, whether the centre-back position or defensive midfield. She's the charge to at least give that credit to. But it's a free kick, lovely position. And here comes Precious Nyako, go for the shot, clever idea. Oh, decides to bit the wall to it. Now it's like
just a moment of the, just look at the whip across. Wasn't going for a solo, was just a pass.
Oh, yes, I'm kind of getting the idea she was going for. She did want to deceive the defensive line of Halifax Queens a bit by thinking she was going to place it over, unless by hitting.
If you're going for a solo, catching the goalkeeper by surprise, it has to go with a punch. And clearly, a lack of accuracy on that nose. She knew what she did. No wonder she stuck out her hands just to say, I'm sorry.
89th minute. Only less than 1 minute to play for in this game. And it's still Epiphany FC 1, Halifax Queens 1. It's been a real match. It's been a real cracker. Gifty a champion. Decides to hit it across, finds Jennifer Tower, who will have to go to the wall. And again, they have been denied. Okay, still by the flag.
Finding pockets of spaces, but they will have to do it just at the point that might not play on a high line. At this moment, they need to manage. Penalty is anybody's game.
Well, clear intention. They do not want to go for the penalties.
But you have to make things count and make it right.
So 2 minutes of additional time at the Crossport Stadium. in this coronation match, as well as the champion of champions game between these two sides. And we're looking to be heading for the penalty shootout if it stays this way after 2 minutes of additional time. Elizabeth step forward with that one. To nobody in particular. And it's picked up by Sonia Nora. Will be causing a lot of shiver down the spine of this Epiphany team with the way she's been able to keep some of the ball out of the net. Rita Doku with the steps over, but she's been stopped in her tracks by Nyako. She seems not to be in a haste at all. And it's coach of Epiphany FC who is more troubled on the touchline, knowing very well that they have never gotten to this point before. So let's see what becomes of this tie. Just few seconds of the additional minutes left. But here comes Halifax Queens, a spill, and then speak about Matana. Jennifer Dower picks it deep in her own half. And look at the tassel, beats to it, and it's cleared away. Oh, look at it. They spill onto the path of Epiphany FC player. Pitts gets into the box. This could be very dangerous. Last minute! Oh my goodness! And it's missed. No, she knows it. That's that could really be the last clear opportunity at goal for them in this game. And that was from the big lady, Precious Nyaku. How about that for a crossing? And how about that for a miss from the big lady?
Talking about chances upon chances Epiphany have created.
Well, so obviously, for the fourth time, these two teams have met. It will end in stalemate. The first one back in November 2021 went the way of Halifax Queens when they won by goal to nil at the Tema Community 8 Park. Second game at the Nuguatan Park went the way of Epiphany FC, and in Soga Kopa again, they managed to beat Halifax Queens, but this one will end in stalemate. And we obviously are heading into the penalty shootout to differentiate the ladies from the women. A lot has been taken from this Halifax Queens team. Just when many people thought they could have shipped in so many goals, they've done the impossible. And the real heroine is this young lady, Sonia Nora. Now she takes instruction from a goalkeeper's trainer as well. And for Epiphany FC, they'll have themselves to blame owing to the fact that they've blasted wide so many opportunities that fell their way. And now they would have to settle for the tactical board as Mata Annan takes a bit of instruction. But you would have to applaud Sonia Nora, isn't it? It's not shocking. Her coach is a very great goalkeeper with the likes of Mediama Etse in Sima Kotoko. And I mean, that's professionals, and it's not shocking that he has been able to instill some of those quality nuggets into her charge. Now we are down to the penalty shootout, and it could go either way. But let's see how that pans out in the next few minutes here at the Accra Sports Stadium. with a lot at stake for both teams. It will be the obvious second time Epiphany FC will be crowned regional champions. But for Halifax Queens, it will be the first time if they are able to lift it. 3 times they've fallen in their zone as runners up. And for the first time in 2024, this season, they won their zone, went into the middle league. And of course, next season, 2024-25, they'll be tested Premier League football. As the referees have that tete-a-tete with both captains, Millicent Anani for Halifax Queens and Gifty Champion of Epiphany FC. But here you need the experience of the goalkeepers to come to bear in this shootout. And for the fans, it should be a very nervy moment in the stands. But we're building up to the big game at 3 p.m. between Damport FC and True Democracy FC in that final of the Gaffer Middle League on the same venue. But for now, it is a penalty shootout that will need to separate these two teams. And it's very important that Letitia J has been brought on by Coach Tamumu Adams, because you need your experience forward in this moment. And here is the captain, the skipper of the side. Gifty Champa. Oh, she's been brilliant within the 2 sticks within 90 minutes and running away with a Woman of the Match award. But let's see if that title can be defended from this penalty spot. And it's the lady, the striker, who steps up front first, Letitia J. 23 goals last season, missed loads of games this season due to injury, and she will open this penalty account for Epiphany FC. Letitia, and she misses it. Letitia J missed. Erratic kick, spills it over. And Halifax Queens are now in the driving seat if they can convert from the penalty spot. And here she steps forward for them. And here's the lady in the 17th shirt, Mohamed Salamatu. Another lady to at least keep a very good eye on. Salamatu. Salamatu scores it. And her drive and intention, hoping for a national team call-up, at least has been summed from the penalty spot. It's Halifax Queens who will lead it this penalty shootout. So here comes another second kick. And it's the lady in the 77 shirt. Precious Nyako. It's rather. Oh, he's looking set to hit this one. She scores it. Brilliant penalty. A lot of power in it. Goalkeeper Sonia coming out got it right. But because of the power behind the ball, she couldn't really power it away. And at least Epiphany FC have got one. Just look at it, a loss will be going through her mind certainly as she steps forward. And she's coming up against a very quality goalkeeper in Matahanan. And it's Pokia Millicent. The right back who has selected herself to effect it. Pokia, it is stopped by Matahanan. The right back's penalty has been stopped. And Epiphany FC are back into this penalty shootout. Just look at it. Feeble shots there via the penalty kick. Oh, she's not got her legs. To be frank with you. Oh, the right back. And she's a bit emotional, knows it. Selma Said Jibril, the goal scorer, who got Epiphany FC into this game, now steps forward. Can she score? Selma Said, oh, clever penalty beneath goalkeeper Sonia Nora. Anticipated it right. Well, she got down too late. Very slippery penalty, isn't it? And now they have the advantage in this shootout. And you can see lots of prayers have been recited. But this face. And this young lady is also coming into a list. Enjoy this penalty. Can she score? What penalty kicks there from the left back, Jemima Kumsin. And the two centre backs have been skilled from the penalty spot. The right back missed earlier on, and the left back have followed in suit. And now Epiphany have got their own destiny in their hands in this penalty shootout. And it's Patience Pratt. What a player she's been, Patience Pratt. Up against Sonia. Patience! This. My goodness, I'm lost of words. Just look, no composure, no attitude. And Halifax Queens stay intact in a shootout. But here, they could get back into it if she managed to find the mouth of the Yoni net. And it's the deputy captain, Jennifer, who steps up. Huge job on her shoulders. Can she be captain? Fantastic! Oh, she misses. A lot of trouble for Halifax Queens via the penalty spot. She hits it blank. And that's Epiphany FC still living their dream as far as defending their title is concerned. Well, this is the captain, fantastic. Gifty a champion, former Black Maidens player, Black Princesses player. She is the player who scored for them against Infantiman FC in the Middle League at the Wafa Park. Can she score the last goal for them in this shootout? Gifty. Gifty! Epiphany FC are defending champions in the Champions of Champions game. Second time on the road. She got a signature against Johnny Ladies, and she's done that perfectly again this afternoon against Halifax Queens. Look at the kick, very feeble. Sonia Nora got a tip to it, but it was not just enough unless to palm it away. And the treble dream is now a reality. Yes, 189 days. And this team already is swimming in glory, from glory to glory. Champions of Zone 1, champions of Middle League, and now regional champions. Perfect sign-off for a perfect team. Well, this was the second half when it all started, with Halifax Queens making their intentions known in the early minutes of the second half department of the game when they floated in this crossing as well as this corner kick. Got a skip of the side, Joa artistically got a photo. It was Dinah who was brought down in the 50th minute. Oh, it is feeble crossing sent into the box. But this was another clever moment where Epiphany FC should have betted this game. And again, it was that heroine save from Sonia Nora that denied them. And on the 52nd minute was when they found that deserved equalizer after knocking at the door several times of Halifax Queens. And it's Salma Sai Jibril who got in him onto the score sheet. A real textbook header. Really caressing the ball into the penalty area beyond the reach of goalkeeper Sonia Nora. And here, on the 66th minute, unless they came for it again, unless Halifax Queens. Oh, that was a lovely nutmeg. That will not really affect the scoreline. With Halifax Queens trying everything possible to pick the lead. So here is the woman of the match. She's on the losing side, but at least she's won it. And she's taking this one from the match commissioner, Abigail Sowa. Quite unfortunate as we get to see the highlights of the second half. This was another brilliant moment for Epiphany FC when they decide to get into the box. Show that lovely ball from Selmusai. This was a Red Rangers touch. On Elizabeth. This was a moment that I thought They've gotten a goal on the 70th minute, but again, it took that effort from Sonia Nora to be denied. And it's been an even game, I must confess, in the second half department of the game, where both teams have had some clever chances. This one couldn't really be put in by Richard Doku. But what about this for a chance that was missed? Came off the woodwork. This was a real panicking moment for Epiphany FC when they thought they had gone down for the second time again in this fixture. And this lady was causing a lot of trouble down the right-hand side for Epiphany FC. Look at this one again. The goalkeeper, at least, on its brave moment to at least keep her team intact in the game. Good captain of the side, Gifty Champon, deciding to curl in this one on 84 minutes. But this was the moment everybody thought that Letitia J had found the second. And she was almost an offside. This was Precious Nyaku, who decided to be a bit smart on this occasion. And this was it. When it all ended. At least with this last onslaught from Epiphany FC. Getting into the box. Textbook header. Well, it's now time to get a lot of reactions from the pitch side. Nafisa Fatal, it's over to you.
It's all over here at Accra Sports Stadium, the GAFA Division 1 Women's League. Epiphany Warriors, the defending champions, have indeed taken the treble. I have here the coach of Halifax with me. Coach, it has been a great season for you. The most important thing, you have qualified into the Malta Guinness Women's Premier League. Let's sum up today's match. What really went into this match and how do you take it from here?
I take it first of all, I will thank Almighty God that they have bring us this far, because we are prepared to come in and win this match today. We came in with good play, with good goal scoring at the first half, but we came back, they equalized the goal and they beat us penalties. I know that penalty too is everybody's game, so I'm glad to reach here.
All right. How did you see the performance of the players today?
First of all, my players, they did well. They did their best. They did their best. They have done well. So I will give all thanks to the players. They have worked for me. As for me, I'm proud. I'm big proud that I'm here with my players. Halifax Queens, they have done well.
All right, congratulations into the top flight of the Women's Premier League. We'll be seeing you next season at the Malta Guinness Women's Premier League.
We will be there, we will be there, we will be there. That we will not coming back. We will be there and stay forever and ever.
Okay, thank you for that.
Thank you.
So that is the coach of Halifax ladies. They are staying as they go into the top flight. They are staying there and there is no return. I have here the winning coach who is all over joy. They have made the treble. This coach here was the coach who qualified Pelpia ladies in the Northern Zone into the women's division, the women's top flights in the Northern Zone. But it's so unfortunate Pelpia are gone. But this time around, the good news is he has qualified Epiphany Warriors into the Southern Zone. Coach, congratulations.
Thank you.
How was the performance of your ladies today?
For today, they disappointed me.
They've disappointed you with a win?
Yes.
Explain to how they disappointed you.
Because I already talked to them. Don't look at them as if you have been beating them. Today's match is a match. So the entire time they play their own game.
Looking forward, where are we looking at Epiphany next season?
Next season, inshallah, we are going to make it. We will stay the league, and then the next 2 years we are going to Africa.
Okay.
If God permits.
Africa is your target.
Yes.
What does this trophy today means to you as a coach?
I'm happy. I'm a happy man. You know, including my technical like Gifty, Aboji, Issa, and then Babamo. Okay. They help me to make everything. So God will help them.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
And congratulations.
Thank you.
This has been the winning coach, and you can see he's all overjoyed. And he says their target next season into the top flight is to win and go to Africa. Inshallah, we'll be seeing Epiphany on that note. I have here the woman of the match, Sonia Nora. Sonia, and Nadia, as a park, no, would you be a boss? It's a send a banner, send and a winner could do.
First of all, but the Nasaba young coupon for Nawayama because Nemeninda. Because na yema won so what's up phone the whole team na aye because without them na committee me na dem into ni na beka say nyame and like our determination there better than kebe uni but unfortunately in team number dem ni na dey na say dem be man yakopon for na why
Halifax a woman say when me anje cap yi mom there but maba into the women's premier league a day na yen hwe fi woni with team one next season am oba women's premier league.
Okay na mpesa mo expect we only say league na ya premier league na ben e ba be kem ya be say bia ye be born e film ye team nation ye ba for something purpose yeah like ye be say ye ba be kem premier team na say ye be ye ba na I same film yeah that's it.
Okay we think
thank you.
So that has been the woman of the match. Pull a brilliant save here at the recent mouth-watering matches that we have seen. So next season is a bye for me and my crew, Nafisa Fatal.
Well, certainly, this is the crowning moment for Epiphany FC. Well, overjoyed, unless for winning the region the second time in a row. And unless you cannot fault them, they have all the exclusive rights to enjoy, to dance, to make merry. They've really worked hard over the years, and it's now paying off. And you can see treble winners. They cannot get more perfect than this. And you can see the likes of Ameldo dancing to it as we get ready for the presentation in some few minutes to come. But I must also remind you that we've got another crunch tie at 3 p.m. between Dambots FC and True Democracy FC, which will crown the middle league at 3 p.m. on Max TV and start times at the channel 247. So don't go anywhere. This is the home of football, and today we are serving you with some football festival out at Accra Sports Stadium. All the guard of honor is being done by the winners, at least for Halifax Queens to walk through for their medals. At least they are deserving of it. They work very hard. A club that was formed back in 2013, 2014, sold in 2020, became Berry Ladies. And the management once again decided to at least get a new crop of players. And they started off again as Halifax Queens in 2020. 3 times they've been runners up in the GAFA Division 1 Zone B, but this year it is their year of the Lord, and they won it. Went into the middle league and qualified for the top flight. Well, you can see very exciting moments here. Is the beautiful trophy brought on by this young gentleman, and the medals as well.
So we have the trophy coming in.
This is the trophy. Epiphany FC will be running away with a trophy they are very accustomed to, and they've seen in their trophy cabinet before. And it is the crowning moments of the season. And it is going home. It is coming home. It is home for the team in orange. But for Halifax Queens, they'll need a bit of psyching, because emotionally they are not at that level after that broken heart from the penalty spot, where there are two centre backs, Millicent Pokia and Jennifer Jemima Kunsin, blasting it wide. And here they come, regional runners up.
Show some love for Epiphany.
They deserve their flowers.
Let's welcome.
There is no joy at the side of the pitch.
Women Division 1 Chairman. So we have Alhaji Oliver Karim Mustafa, who is the Honorable Vice Chair, and
As they line up for their medals, and we have a lot of people, a lot of dignitaries around to present these medals as well. Well, the referees will not be left out in this big celebration. And they'll be led by a match commissioner. This is well known as far as refereeing is concerned in the country. Abigail Soa, who was the match commissioner for today's game, leading the referee contingent. And it's been a big performance from the Class 1 referees. Juliana Anti, Comfort Anigba, Harriet Akwete, and of course Messi Jan, who was the fourth official.
They did great. The young man's club, and we need to acknowledge and give them
Go just relax a bit. We'll serve you shortly. And here we go for this one. The match commissioner in your shot receiving it, Abigail Sowa. And also have the likes of Alhaji Oliver on the podium. And that's Juliana Anche. And is picking that signing. Well, so this lady in your shot as well, she's been one of the ladies who's been behind Rich City. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to receive the team that came second in the region. One Zone B qualified for the Women's Premier League, Halifax Queens. And they receive some big applause from their opponent, Epiphany Warriors FC. And they are led by their captain, Millicent Anani.
Halifax Queens Football Club. Very young
Rochi and the likes all received their medal.
Splendid football.
And the captain also blasted white. Echiwaya, who couldn't really finish that dream for her side. And this is the goalkeeper. That will certainly be the talk of town. Sonia Nora, who picks a medal as well. And here is the coach of the side. And she tends it to Gladys Atta. And that was Coach Ivan Skwansa. More earlier on in an interview with Nafisa Fatal, he said he's delighted despite not being able to lift the trophy. It's been a big moment for her club. And now we're getting ready to have the virtual winners.
Halifax Queens.
Epiphany Warriors FC.
Guard of honor for the champions.
Treble
of
at its best this season.
Epiphany Warriors. It's time to receive medals.
And they will be led by their technical team. Team manager in there. Everybody lining up to receive it.
Getting ready to do the presentation.
And everybody wants to have a sight of this big medal moment. And let's see as we get ready to receive them.
Are we ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, here comes yours truly, champions of the region for the second time in a row, Epiphany Warriors FC. They have lifted the last Division 1 Women's Premier League title before they get onto the big stage. And that big stage is the Women's Premier League, the apex of women's football in the country. Jennifer Dower has been very hardworking. And is the deputy goalkeeper, Anani Makwe, and the likes all receiving their medal. They were not able to feature in this game, but this was the lady who missed. Patience Prayer. Oh, the captain stays for the last moment. The glorious moment. And here she is, Captain Fantastic, Gifty Champion. This is a goodbye. Sign off from the Division 1 League. And you can see we've got a lot happening on the field. This team is just classic. They've brought along so many staff to celebrate with.
It's time to honor.
And now, this is the trophy they were looking to have a hand to.
Of champions, Epiphany Warriors, and that's the trophy.
And of course, the trophy has been received by the big men on the podium, and it's been handed over to Gifty Champion, captain of the side. She's seen it all in women's football. And look at it. The way they all love to celebrate. And she gets into the midst of her teammates. This could be the defining moment. Champagne all over, ladies and gentlemen. Champions of the GAFA Women's Division 1 2023-24 season final. Epiphany Warriors FC. And the celebration certainly will be wild on the streets, in their hostels and everywhere. And this is the moment they've been dreaming of. And for the second time, they'll be conferred as winners of the zone. And I still love to celebrate in their t-shirts. Everybody, this sometimes is where they play with all their passion. Oh yeah, beautiful for my co-commentator Nafisa Fatal. She's been very hardworking as far as the Women's Premier League is concerned across all the divisions.
Mrs. Nafisa Fatal has been the face of women's football, serving as a host and analyst on Max TV and sportsman at the Park TV live headquarters. She has covered all fronts of the women's football division from Premier, Division 1 and Division 2. To the senior black queens, that are created as black princesses and understanding black ladies states. She has also covered national competitions at local, Africa, and international qualification levels. For her dedication and professionalism, we have portrayed Ghana, she has portrayed Ghana, women's football at its highest stages. GAFA extends its words of encouragement and appreciation, expressing heartfelt thanks to Mrs. Nafisa Fatal for her tremendous contributions to women's football in Ghana. Madam, congratulations.
Well, so that is it. And well deserved, very hardworking. And there it's with Mrs. Nafisa Fatal. And she certainly have paid her dues with the likes of Esther Abankwa and other ladies as well. And other ladies who have really contributed hugely to the development of women's football. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we have to kiss goodbye to you from the Accra Sports Stadium. It's been a very exciting day as far as the champions of champion final is concerned. Epiphany from the penalty spot have been declared champions. And it's great coming your way with commentary on Star Times. But just make sure you don't go anywhere, because at 3 p.m. we'll come your way with the GAFA Middle League
Halifax Queens
final. So many presentations also coming forward as well. And these clubs will have their check.
The captain of Halifax Queens is receiving a
Millicent Anani only counts for it. It's 3,000 Ghana City. Being presented to them as runners up.
This far you've come out of 19 to 20.
This is one of the big motivations
You managed
of getting to the final of any competition. You just don't leave with a trophy and a medal, but at least you leave with something countable, some cash.
To receive
All the still people who get ready to come, let's say Jay, and give to your champion. And that's 5,000 Ghana City for the winners as champions of the regional championship.
congratulations.
And congratulations once again to Epiphany Warriors FC.
Being crowned champions a second time.
Well, we'll see them in the Women's Premier League next season. And we'll see where they go from there when they take on the likes of Hazakes ladies, Berry ladies, Johnina ladies, soccer intellectuals, lady strikers, and a host of others. At least these two teams posing for the camera.
Just been to idea of
We've got other presentations as well to present.
show some life for Josephine Tutua and end up in season 2023-2024 football season. During the competitive season of Ghana Women Division 1 League, this outstanding player of over 20 women division clubs is crowned the best player of the whole league. Josephine Tutua, there she comes in her kaftan.
Well, so certainly Josephine Tutua has been crowned best player for the season in the GAFA Division 1 Women's League. Here she comes in a beautiful kaftan. She approaches the podium.
So this is the best player for the season.
So that is it. Receive it, some handshakes. And she plays for GRA ladies, Ghana Revenue Authority ladies. Yeah, look at the beautiful smiles.
Teshi Constance ladies. Is she here? Francisca Benoit. If there's a rep who can receive on her behalf, we will be grateful.
Well, another presentation coming your way.
Teshi Constance ladies.
And
Then we have their coach Penny.
well, the player is not around and it will be picked up by her coach,
Our lady Francisca Benoit.
Francisca Beniwa,
The gold queen for
Oh.
the entire
goal queen for the entire season. And tells you she's got lots of goals
again.
in her foot.
Very young, energetic, agile,
And she's a very
being
smart player.
the gold queen.
Scored against some of the big sides in a zone. Oh, she's very young.
At the end,
It could be a project for the national under 17 and under 20 sides.
2023 season, she scored 31 goals.
With 31 goals for the season.
31 goals. Very young,
But I must tell you,
promising talent.
she's a big lady. 31 goals.
Such a talent.
Oh, we hope to see her on some big stages soon.
Thank you all very much for your time and patience. Congratulations once again.
Well, this is where we'll have to draw the curtains down at Accra Sports Stadium as we
Championship.
prepare for the next fixture at 3 p.m. between Damboat FC and True Democracy FC in the Middle League final on the same venue. It's been great coming your way with live commentary My name is Victor Kwao, and I did that with my co-commentator, Nafisa Patel. For now, it is a goodbye.